Greetings, Internet, and welcome to Lindy's Lodge. This is live from Moose Jaw. Apologies for the delay in getting this episode out to you. We've unfortunately been dealing with some budget issues. My new co-host's salary is a bit high, so we've had to furlough the crew. So you've got no one but him to thank for that.
Thank you very much for throwing me under the bus.
Oh, it's my absolute pleasure. How was your weekend, Nicholas?
Well, good news, bad news. Good news is I finally found a martini that I like. Bad news is my life is potentially at risk.
Why do you say that?
I as the Mounties would say, I think I have a 5150 on my hands.
Oh, bit of a stalker, eh?
Yeah, I think that's what you would call it. Like someone, I think, got into my camera roll.
How do you know it wasn't just like an employee at a phone store?
Can I see it, bud?
You're a guy with a huge head. How do I know you didn't just go out and print this at a local print shop?
Are you jealous that I have a stalker?
No, I've had many stalkers over the years. You know how long I've been doing the show? You think I don't have a stalker?
I mean, we should be more concerned about the fact that someone got this photo out of my camera roll.
How do I know that, this just wasn't floating around Facebook and someone just grabbed it from there?
I don't have Facebook, Lindy.
How do you not have Facebook this day and age?
I'm not allowed to have social media right now.
How about this, Nicholas? Take your goddamn stunt double and get it off my set. We'll be back for more after the break. And now for some local moose droppings. First, I'd like to start off by congratulating Jagger Firkus of the Moose Jaw Warriors on winning the Western Hockey League scoring title, as well as the East Division Player of the Year. It's been a Firkus circus, and we've just been happy to catch this show. Best of luck to Jagger and the Warriors during the rest of the playoffs. We're pulling for you, boys. Oh. Local hero Gordy Sobchuk had to be hospitalized after attempting to break the world record for unobstructed eclipse viewing. There's now a GoFundMe to help out Gordy, so be on the lookout for that. Let's help him get a new set of retinas. And finally, the Moose Jaw Field of Dreams is gearing up for a star-studded spring affair as Saskatchewan pride Barry Melrose and Wendell Clark return for their annual softball game. Last year's outing ended abruptly after a dispute on third base hospitalized a volunteer umpire. Trevor was only in grade 10. Well, that's it for this week's Moose Droppings. Keep up the good work, Moose Jaw. We'll be back for more after the break. All right, welcome back. We've got a real special guest today. You might have seen his latest special, Live at the Green Mill, on All Things Comedy, executive produced by Bill Burr. To be honest with you, I'm not sure what he's doing in Moose Jaw, but maybe he can speak to that. Welcome to the show. We've got Nate Craig.
Thank you very much. I just want to say I'm doing the casino. It's an honor to do this as well. I've been told so much about this show, and I mean, just real quick, guys, this place is just a fucking gag. Like, everything's perfect about this. This looks like my grandpa's basement and my grandpa's cottage. You're fucking perfect. The wig is fucking perfect. I mean, you are.
That's his real hair.
What are you, Landy McDonald?
This is my real.
That's his salad.
Man, I'm super sorry, buddy. You're a fucking action hero. Okay.
So I hear you're originally from Wisconsin, which is, home of Green Bay Packer football, and some would say the birthplace of American serial killing.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So when you were growing up there, did you ever feel a propensity to become a serial killer because it was such a big part of the community down there?
I thought you were going to ask me if I felt safe.
Oh, my God.
Both of them are ridiculous questions. You know how it is, Lindy, when people got to stay inside for 15 months out of the year, they get a little edge to them.
Hey, we do the same here in Saskatchewan, but you don't see us killing people,
No, you just get perms and host a fucking public access show for 30 years of your life with no fan base.
So, in the spirit of Wisconsin and their taste for serial killing, cheese, we'd like to play a little game here, and it's called Top Cheese. It's actually what they used to call me back in the day. You'd never catch me shooting low.
Didn't.
I'd rather ring it off the goalie's dome than score low.
Never top cheese.
Anyway, this isn't about you. This isn't about you. Do you like cheese, Nate?
I do like cheese.
Well, that's good, Nate, because you're going to be sampling some cheese today, and it's pretty strange cheese, if I say so myself.
Quick question. What type of cheese do you like on your tuna melt?
As much as it pains me to admit this, I like American cheese.
Yeah, you goddamn right you do.
It's disappointing, Lindy.
Well,
what do you like on your tuna melt?
It's just a good old classic Canadian cheddar.
All right, Nate, for this game, you're going to be sampling some cheese, one cheese per question, okay? And the object of the game is to figure out which of the following is not only the type of cheese that you're tasting, but also shares the name of an NHL hockey player, current or former. So the correct answer is both a cheese and a player. Do you got it?
Got it.
Okay. And let me ask you, Nate, are you more of a wet or dry kind of cheese kind of guy?
I like them all.
These questions.
I like them all.
Just get to the game.
I like a nice, soft.
So you're like a wet cheese.
I like a wet cheese.
All right, well, that's good because if you get all three right, you win a free tub of Dorothy's smoked cottage cheese. She's a local here in town and makes a dandy, I believe it's twice smoked.
Whoa.
Twice
The
smoked.
same woman that does your hair also makes the cheese?
Oh, yeah, she's got a lot of hobbies.
I don't want to be a nerd about this, but I don't think you can smoke cottage cheese.
Well, Dorothy can smoke just about anything. So, Nate, if you get all three wrong, you have to chug this entire Bloody Mary in under 60 seconds.
I'm not slugging your your serial killer juice that you keep under your desk.
Cheese number one. Which of the following is both a cheese and a player? Is it A, Le Cavalier, B, Gruyere, or C, Kirpianka? Why don't you take a bite of cheese number one there? All right, so does that taste like Le Cavalier, Gruyere, or Kirpianka?
A, Le Cavalier.
Correct.
Slick, right?
Vinny LeCavalier of the Tampa Bay Lightning, Stanley Cup champion Vinny LeCavalier, also a cheese. He didn't invent that cheese, but it's also the name of the cheese. All right, cheese number two. Is that A, Brindamore, B, Lubelski, or C, Giroux? NHL hockey player and a cheese.
That's a good cheese. These are good cheeses, guys.
Oh, yeah,
I appreciate you.
It's called top cheese for a reason, Nate.
That's the game?
Yeah.
It's called top cheese?
Top cheese, yep.
I missed that. B, Lubelski.
That is the wrong answer. The correct answer is A, Brindamore, a.k.a. Rod the Bod Brindamore, head coach of the Carolina Hurricanes. So you're 1 for 2 here, Nate.
Okay.
We got one more cheese. It's cheese number 3.
Okay.
Is it A, Zetterberg, B, LaFontaine, or C, Reblachon?
Pat LaFontaine.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Patty
pretty good,
LaFontaine.
Nate. You got 2 out of 3.
My idol.
Since you got 2 out of 3 correct, you actually get to take the rest of that cheese home.
Okay.
And I hope you're hungry because it expires tomorrow. Anyway, hang on to your cheese curds. We'll be back with more from Nate Craig after the break. So we're back with Nate Craig. So did you play a lot of hockey growing up? I know they say it's pretty cold down in Wisconsin. I've never been south of the border, but maybe you can tell me.
You never been to the States?
No.
This show is fucking perfect.
Never felt a reason to go down there, to be honest with you.
Cold enough for hockey some of the year.
Can I ask you a question, Nate? Actually, just if we can take it away from Lindy for a second. Growing up, playing hockey, getting into stand-up, do you find that there's a relationship between being on stage, live performance, and being on the ice? Is there any correlation there?
Wow, this is so fucking Canadian. Yeah, sure. I don't know. I think I like to think I'm better at stand-up than I was at ice hockey.
Sometimes you got to improvise, you know?
Yeah.
Forget your routine. Like if you forget, where you're supposed to be on a power play, I can see how it relates.
Well, I don't have the natural flow that you do, but yeah,
I mean this, right?
No, you're
Oh.
sorry, buddy. I really am sorry about that wig comment.
Nate, I'm over it, okay?
I got nothing but respect for the people of Saskatchewan and Moose Jaw in general.
So, do you play in any leagues in LA, beer league, anything like that?
Sure, I skate as often as I can, but not any leagues, no.
Leagues,
It's,
pick up?
Yeah, just pick
guy.
up hockey.
So, Nate, I caught a couple clips of your live barn pickups,
Oh, yeah, let's
and
see it.
we can just bring that up on the screen. That would be great. So, just out of curiosity, is that slow motion or is that the actual frame?
That's just straight grease right
Yeah.
there. That's me making shit happen. What do
Yeah.
you mean? Slow motion. That's
No, it's
He's taking digs. He's a real asshole. You don't have to answer his questions. I saw you at Bauer Skates. If you look over your shoulder there, I got a nice set of Bauer's right on the wall.
Oh, look at those throwbacks.
Yeah, those are mine.
Those are just like
You go
Hall
laces,
of Fame
laces on the socks. I go with duct tape.
duct tape his mouth every now and then, to be honest.
All right, so you seem to be like of the new era. So what do you think about this Michigan move that these kids are doing these days?
I think it's great. Anybody who doesn't like it is gripping too tight.
The magic of Trevor Zegras. Forsberg, Ken Johnson. That's his first Michigan.
If you got this showboat attitude and you don't score on this goal, you have the audacity to try this and you don't score, 5-minute major.
5-minute major.
What?
Yeah. Or the goalie should be able to spear you throughout the rest of the game, unpenalized.
I'm an old school guy. Like I played for the Sioux.
I'm surrounded by
If you
fucking
tried,
dinosaurs.
if you tried that when I was growing up, you'd get your wrist broken.
Yeah, but if you did it successfully, you'd sell 10,000 more tickets a week.
Well, speaking of growing the game, okay, I think I've got other good ideas that could potentially grow the game. I think goalies should be able to serve their own penalties.
But who? So then,
I thought
who's
you
in
were
the-
old school.
But who do you put?
I thought
who's
you
in
were
the
old
net?
school.
If a goalie serves a penalty, who's
Well,
in
you
the
take
net?
the lowest salaried player from your bench. He stands in net for 2 minutes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that'll grow the game.
You really want goalies to get stuck in the penalty box for 2 minutes at a time?
This is like Charles Wang when Charles Wang owned the Islanders, who wanted to put a sumo wrestler in the net.
Grow the game.
I like it. I'm all for more scoring. After further review, I like it, and I'm in. I've always said that that puck's too small, the net's too big. There should be way more scoring in hockey.
All right, I got one more for you, Nate.
Yes. hit me.
Okay. I think refs are getting a little too big for their britches.
Love it.
So let's take them down a peg. Anytime they fall, $500 fine.
You want a ref?
Yes, ref the refs.
I mean, our guest came all the way to Moose Jaw. Like,
aware
allow
of that.
maybe our guest to come up with a rule.
Sure.
Nate, do you have a rule change? That
Oh,
you'd
I
like
do
to
have a
see?
rule here. This is a rule. First of all, I think along the line of your goalie penalties, everybody should serve mandatory minors and majors. No, after a power play goal, you don't get your guy back. And
So-
Okay.
So the whole 2 minutes, you
it's
get a
all,
power play.
it's all
regardless of how many
special
goals you
teams.
score.
It's all special teams, yeah. And
I think the league would like that.
I like
actually.
that.
I think that's
get
good
it.
for
I'm
the
on
league.
board for
And
that. Yeah.
also, I've always said that the blue line should be extended into the zone. It stays where it is on the inside of the neutral zone. It goes into the zone so offensive players can get closer to the net without the puck.
So a fat, like a thicker blue
a
line.
thick, fat blue
Ooh.
line. A nice,
Ooh.
fat. You
Great
like a
idea.
nice,
Less-
fat, thick.
Yeah.
less,
Right?
less reviews.
Stop me if I'm wrong here, but
You're wrong.
delayed penalty. Extra guy comes on. Team scores with 6 guys on the ice. The other team should still serve the penalty because you should not be penalized for scoring. Come on. Is
I
that
agree.
crazy?
I agree.
Yeah, well, it's
I
like
agree.
a,
I actually don't
it's
even
like an
understand
and
what
one
you're
in
talking
basketball.
It's an and
an
one.
and one in
yeah,
basketball.
yeah. You get the free time that you control the puck before the whistle has blown for the
Oh,
and if you
initial
score on
score,
it, the
you
other
got your
team
power
still
play.
serves the
That's-
penalty.
That's free money.
Not bad either, actually.
Yeah.
Free money.
We'll be back for one more after the break. Hang on to those curds. All right, welcome back. As you all
Can I
know,
move this thing?
Oh,
This
yeah.
I feel like I'm stepping on your hair there, buddy. There we go.
okay.
Yeah, well, that's real. That's genuine.
It's expensive.
Oompa Loompa right there? Okay. all right.
Just be okay, because that's expensive. Okay, thank you. Welcome back. As you all know, there's been some. Sorry, I'm flustered now. That was supposed to be in position, but anyway, here we go.
OCD.
Welcome back. As you all know, there have been some big culinary. Welcome back. As you all know, there have been some
Hold
big
up.
culinary.
Buddy.
Yeah, put it in the right place for him because it's obviously rattling him.
It's a union set deck job.
Sorry.
It's fine. All right.
Is that better?
Norm, we're going again. Okay, so welcome back. As you all know, we've seen some big culinary developments happening in Moose Jaw. After 20 years of petitions and bureaucratic red tape, we finally have a Wendy's. Big deal here. Very big deal.
Such a big deal. Did the Prime Minister come out for the ceremonial tape cutting?
No, but Dave Thomas himself wanted to have a Wendy's here, so he had a big hand in that, and we're just grateful for Mr. Thomas and his folks.
Isn't he dead?
Quiet. I want you to take a look at this clip here. Look at how many trucks we got here in that drive-through. The reviews have been a little mixed.
People are loyal to your boy Tim Horton.
I'm going to read you one, and you tell me. This is from Laura D. We were the second and third customers through the door, 20 plus years in the making. We ordered 2 Baconators, fries, and iced coffee. Highly recommend.
Laura D.
Laura D.
Full of moose jaw.
Try the Frosty.
Iced coffee with a Baconator is an odd choice. We got another review here.
As far as fast food goes, Wendy's is great.
So I'd like you to read that.
This is real?
This is real.
Just bleep her name.
Just bleep her name.
Dined in and watched dig in her pants and continued to work without washing her hands. Very unprofessional and unsanitary. Fire that clown. Now look here. This is just trying to make ends meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if this is true, you're a fucking animal.
All right, so Nate, we've got another review. This is from MT. Give that to Nick. Make him useful. Can you not crunch the paper while Nate's trying to read? Thank you.
This new location in MJ doesn't know how to make crispy bacon. Both times I got soggy white bacon that was barely cooked. I asked for crispy bacon the second time, and their reply was, "Sir, it comes with crispy bacon." Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. I like the food overall, but this is extremely disappointing. This is fucking a real person.
So there's a lot of whispers in town, Nate, that the nearby A&W are the ones responsible for typing these reviews.
Oh, it's
So
yeah,
it sort of tracks.
It's a bit of a fast feud.
Yeah. So Nate, you're live at the Green Mill on All Things Comedy. Is that on a CD? Can we watch it on a CD?
Not a CD, but it is on the internet. You can stream it. You can also listen to it, stream it on any of your preferred platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you go. Satellite radio, you can hear it. Buy it at iTunes if you want. It's an album. It's a special. Watch it, listen to it. Thank you.
Not available on CD.
Not available.
Okay.
On CD.
No, not available on CD. How many
All
times
right.
we got to tell you?
Okay. Well, that just about wraps up our show today. Thanks so much for braving the Great White North with us, Nate, and joining us in the lodge here today. I'm sorry you had to sit next to Nick here. So we want to just thank you for coming on the show today, and we have a special gift for you. So, Nick, can you give Nate his gift, please?
What?
Give Nate his gift.
What are you talking about? I don't have a gift.
This is why you have to be in the pre-production meetings.
Don't worry about the gift. The cottage cheese is, you can also keep that.
The gift it's a good gift. Let's put it up on the screen so Nate can have a look there. There it is. Saskatchewan Rough Riders.
I was supposed to bring that?
Yes.
Where was I going to get that?
You can go ahead and give that to a lucky Rough Rider fan on my behalf.
Well, sayonara, Saskatchewanians. Don't forget to eat your cheese, be kind to thy neighbor, and sip on a good old Caesar. I think we know where the three of us are going for dinner. Nick, why don't you start up the car and wait in the drive-through line for us? We'll catch
Why
up.
don't you stutter a little bit more?
We'll see you back on the prairie next week.